Hey everyone, welcome back to Cybrosys. Do you still approve requests through emails or messages? That can easily lead to confusion and delays. In this video, I'll show you how to use the approval workflow in Odoo 19 to manage and track approvals efficiently. So let's start or begin with a scenario. Okay, let's take a simple example where an employee wants approval for a purchase request, a leave request, or even an expense. So instead of multiple or manual approvals, Odoo allows you to manage everything in a structured way. So for that, you need your approvals module. So here we don't have the approval. What you have to do is go to the App Store, and from here you will have to install the approval. So I'm simply searching like this. You have the approvals activated. Okay, so first you have to install the approvals module in Odoo, and this module will help you to manage all the approval requests in a single place. Okay, so for each one, you don't have to go to each separate modules. Other than that, you can use this particular place where everything is kept together. Okay, so let's wait. The installation is complete. That's the reason why such a thing has come. Okay, so now I'm going back and searching again for. So here we have the approvals. Okay, now this is the approval module, and the very first thing that you're going to do is to create an approval. Okay, I mean an approval category. So approval categories can be created from the configuration where you can see the approval category. Okay, so now you have to create one. For example, you can create one for the purchase approval, expense approval, leave approval, and all. Okay, and then you can assign approvers and define how many approvals are required. Now, these are all different categories that you can see. So you have the procurement over here, the borrow items, the business trip, and all. I'm going to create one which is for purchase approval. Okay, and here you have the approval type. So it will allow you to define which documents you would like to create once the request has been approved. So if you want to create an RFQ, then you can do that. So here you have the approvers, and I'm setting employees manager is the approver. Or if you don't want that to happen, then you can go to the approvers and set a person as the approver. So let it be Michelle Admin, and here let it be empty. So Michelle Admin is the approver of this particular approval category, which is purchase approval. Similar to that, you can create one for the leave. Okay. So I'm putting leave approval, and the approval type can be seen over here. And here the approvers, I'm setting it as Michelle Admin. Okay. So and here you have one more thing, which are the fields. If you want, you can, there are certain fields which are now put as none. If you want to make it required or optional, then you can specify that as well. So once your creation is complete, simply save it. So here you have the purchase approval as well as the leave approval. Similar to that, you can create approvals like the expense approval and all. And then you have to define how many approvals are required. So if you open the purchase approval that I created right now, here you have the approval and the minimum approvals required. If you have more than one approvers, then you can set how many minimum approvals are required. So here I'll let it be one itself. I'll add one more person, which is Joy. It's any of these two approvers can, only the approval of any of these two is required. Okay, so that's how you set the, minimum approval count. Then let's create an approval request. Okay, so for that, go to the approvals where you can see my approvals under which you have my request. So open that, and here you can see the different, approval requests that you have created. Now go to the dashboard and click on new. So you can see your request over here, and from here you can actually create a new approval request. Okay, so what you have to do first is to go on and select a category. So let's create an approval request over here For that, you have to go on and select the category. So I am just adding the category, which is what? The leave approval. Okay. So leave approval I have given. Now this is the, you have an example over here like expenses, Paris business trip. So I'm just giving the name as leave. And here under the approvers, you can see Michelle Edmond is the approver because Michelle Edmond is what I have configured in the category, which is leave approval. Okay. And other fields also, if you want other fields for this leave approval, then if you make it, we have kept a lot of fields optional and none over here. Okay. So if you want to add any of these, then that can be added over there. So for that, you have to change the configuration there. So that is the, approvers. Then you have the description here as well. So if you want to add a description, you can add that. Okay, so the category is selected, the details are given, and then what you're going to do is to submit it. So this is submitted but not yet approved. So you can see the approve button is active. The reason why it's active is that Michelle Edmond is the one who's logged in over here, and the approver here is also Michelle Edmond. Okay, so after submission, the approval process takes place. So you can see the approver's view over here where the approver can approve and refuse. So if I'm not the approver, means I can't find all these, these options over here. And the stage right now is submitted. So once the person click on approve, it gets approved. So another thing is that this person can withdraw the approval and even mark this as a refused one. Okay, so all the decisions can be withdrawn by the approver. So I have approved it. Now this request is sent to the assigned approver and they can approve, reject or request for more information from that particular person. Okay, then you have this multi-level approvals. So when there are multiple approvers, what happens? That's what we've seen. Okay, so only one approval is required. And if I set the limit as 1, only any of these person can actually set or create the approval, approve the approvals. Okay, and then you can attach your documents and notes along with this, and then you can if you go to the approvals, go to the request, you can see the status of your approvals, like whether it's submitted, approved, refused or even cancelled. Okay, that's how you track the status. Like you can track the status of each request in real time. So this is going to give you full visibility and it avoids delays as well. Okay, then this can actually be integrated with other modules like you can link it with the purchase or expenses, because here we have the expense approval as well as creating RFQs on the approvals and all. Okay, so let's do one thing. I'll just log out as Michelle Admin and then let's log in as Mark Demo. Okay, so let's provide the username and password. Okay, so this is, I'll simply change the theme over here. Okay, now what we are going to do is, from Mark Demo's point of view, we are actually going to create a request. So here you can see my approval, managers. This person doesn't has this configuration. Okay, so he is not a manager, he's a normal person. Now for the purchase approval, I think I have given 2 different approvers, Michelle Admin and another person. So here I am creating a new purchase approval. The approvers are Michelle Admin and Joel Wills. So I am going to create one and submit it. So you can see attached document and cancel. It's not yet approved. It's in submitted state. Okay. So now let's see what happens when any of these approver, accept it. So let admin be the one who is going to approve this. Okay. So now I'm going to approvals. So you can see to review one in the purchase approvals, opening that. And this is the one that we've created right now from Markdown. So open it and I am approving it. So as soon as I approved it, it has changed its stage to approved. There is no need of two different I mean, if there are multiple approvers, only one approval is required. If you are setting it as such, then this procedure will move on smoothly without waiting for the approval of the other person. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's how it works when there are multiple, approvals which are required for the easy, functionals of all these things. Okay, so there are certain mistakes that you have to avoid, which is not defining proper approvers, missing approval levels, or ignoring the notifications, and unclear request details. So, with this Odoo's approval workflow, you can actually streamline the approvals, improve control, and reduce delays, which also increases transparency. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below what type of approvals do you use in your company. So, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.